Hey Falcons fans! We're headed into another matchup, so let's get into today's analysis. But before we dive into today's news, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the latest updates. We've got a big one for you today as we gear up for an epic primetime matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday night at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We're talking about star power on and off the field, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and even a certain pop superstar, Taylor Swift. Yep, you heard that right. Let's take a look at what the Falcons have been saying about the Chiefs, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. As if preparing for back-to-back Super Bowl champions wasn't enough, the Falcons have been dealing with some extra chatter about Taylor Swift, who happens to be dating Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce. Coach Raheem Morris even had to ask his daughter if she's still a Swiftie. "I don't think my daughter is a Swiftie anymore," Morris said with a laugh. "She's only 8, but Swift fans, don't attack her. I don't know if she's still a fan, I need to figure that out." But Falcons fans, let's be real, there's more to the Chiefs than just Swift. From Mahomes, who is an absolute alien on the field, to the crafty Travis Kelce and the high-powered defense led by Chris Jones, the Chiefs are bringing a lot more to the table than just celebrity buzz. Falcons QB Kirk Cousins had his own take on the Taylor Swift situation, though he didn't seem too amused by all the off-field chatter. When asked if Swift might show up for the game, Cousins said, "Everybody has a boss, and I totally understand the logistics. She has private jets, so if she wants to be here, she can make it happen." But let's get back to football, right? Cousins knows the real focus is on the Chiefs' defense, especially the monstrous Chris Jones, who seems to be aging like fine wine. "They've got some great players up front, especially Chris Jones," Cousins said. "You keep waiting for a guy like him to slow down, but that hasn't been the case. He's still at the peak of his game, and it's going to be a big challenge for us." Speaking of challenges, let's talk about Patrick Mahomes. Coach Raheem Morris, who's faced Mahomes twice before, once as interim head coach of the Falcons in 2020 and then again as the defensive coordinator of the Rams in 2022, didn't hold back in his praise for the Chiefs QB. "Mahomes is the best," Morris said. "When you talk about guys like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant in the NBA, Mahomes is right there in that conversation for the NFL. He's a 2-time Super Bowl champ, and he's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game." And Morris didn't stop there. He described Mahomes as an alien because of his unique ability to move around, buy time, and make plays that seem impossible. "He's seen every defensive trick in the book, and yet he still finds ways to beat you. He's one of those players that, no matter what you throw at him, he's going to figure it out." And if Mahomes wasn't enough to deal with, Morris had similar things to say about Travis Kelce, who he also called an alien. According to Morris, Kelce is just as tough to defend as Mahomes. "Kelce is unique. He's a freak. You can't draw up his routes on paper because I don't even think he knows what they are. It's like him and Mahomes have this telepathic connection, and they just make things work," Morris said. Kelce has been breaking defenses for years, and Morris pointed out that the Chiefs' use of tight ends goes all the way back to Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, who set the standard. Now, Kelce is taking it to a whole new level with Mahomes. "You have to be ready to cover Kelce for a very long time. I've learned that the hard way." As if the Chiefs' offense wasn't terrifying enough, the Falcons also have to contend with Chris Jones, the star defensive lineman who continues to dominate. Cousins and Falcons offensive coordinator Zach Robinson both praised Jones for his ability to disrupt both the run and pass game. "He's incredibly disruptive," Robinson said. "There's no decline in his game. He's still just as good as he was 5 years ago, and he's going to be a handful for our guys on Sunday." All right, Falcons Nation, this is shaping up to be one of the most exciting games of the season. We've got Mahomes, Kelce, and yes, maybe even Taylor Swift in the building. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to whether the Falcons can rise to the occasion and take down the reigning champs. Raheem Morris knows the challenge that lies ahead, and Kirk Cousins is laser-focused on leading this team to a win. So, what do you think, Falcons fans? Can our guys handle the pressure and come out with a huge win on Sunday? We have a great momentum coming off that big win against the Eagles on Monday night, and we're about to face another tough challenge when the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. But first, let's talk about what Kirk Cousins had to say about that thrilling win and how the Falcons can keep that momentum going. Kirk Cousins engineered a stunning comeback against the Eagles, leading the Falcons down the field in just 6 plays to score the game-winning touchdown. Cousins finished the game with 241 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, and the crowd at Mercedes-Benz Stadium was on fire. But as exciting as that win was, Cousins knows the work isn't over yet. In his Wednesday press conference, Cousins emphasized that the Falcons need to build on this momentum. "We have to build on what we did Monday night and now turn the page," Cousins said. "In this league, it's all about stacking games and performances. We need to build momentum from Monday's win, but also stay focused on moving forward and improving." Momentum, as Cousins pointed out, is a big part of football, but it can be a two-way street. If you get too confident after a big win, you can lose your edge. But if you use that positive result to fuel yourself, it can lead to something special. And that's exactly what Cousins wants this team to do. "I'd like to think that our group will build on the determination we've had and look at this next game as another opportunity to keep stacking wins," Cousins said. "But we have to go out there and prove it." Now, Falcons fans, we have a big test coming up. The Kansas City Chiefs are coming to town with one of the toughest defenses in the league. Cousins knows that keeping up with Monday night's momentum won't be easy, especially against a team as talented as the Chiefs. When asked how the Falcons can take the next step offensively, Cousins said it all comes down to communication and adjustments. "I think we all have a role to play," Cousins explained. "For me, I need to be quicker with my reads, more accurate, and improve my footwork to make the throws I need to make. But it's not just me. We all need to communicate, player to coach, coach to player, and teammate to teammate." It's clear Cousins is focused on refining his game and keeping the offense sharp. And with a team like the Chiefs on the horizon, every detail matters. All right, Falcons Nation, we have the momentum, we have the talent, and we have another big challenge ahead of us. The Chiefs are no joke, but with Cousins leading the charge and a hungry Falcons team ready to prove they can keep racking up wins, we're in for a fight. Now, the big question is, can the Falcons rise up and beat the Chiefs? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Can we keep this winning streak going, or will the Chiefs be too much to handle? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more news and updates. Go Falcons!